Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy, the Handmade Homeschooler, and today I'm doing a big Amazon haul, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I have bought over the last month or two that I have been using a whole lot and that I think is definitely worth the money. These are not really homeschool mom items, but they are items that I think all moms are going to really like and that I have really enjoyed over the last couple of weeks. So before I show you guys that, I want to make sure to let you know that there is a free Homeschool Mom group down below in the description box, and it is free for all homeschooling parents. And even if you're just thinking about homeschooling, go ahead and check out that link and we will get you into the group. So first is my bread maker. I bought a bread maker a couple of months ago. I ordered it back in December and then they ended up losing it, and then I had to order another one, and right now this bread maker is one of the things that I have been using the most. And to go along with the bread maker, I bought a $5 cookbook. Now, it was $5 when I bought it. I don't know what the price is going to be now, but this is the bread machine cookbook that I have been using. And if you want, let me know and I will show you guys how I use my bread maker and how I load all the things in it and some of the breads that I make. I can do a whole video dedicated to that if that's something that you'd be interested in. The bread machine cookbook was such a great deal. There are tons of bread machine cookbooks out there on Amazon. I took a chance and ordered this one because it was cheaper and it had a lot of reviews, but I have been using this almost 2 or 3 times a week to make different kinds of breads. There's sweet breads, there's savory breads, there's cheese breads, there's all kinds of things that you can make that are inside of this one that we have all really enjoyed. And right now my favorite is definitely the simple garlic bread. But I also make the simple white bread for everything from toast to sandwiches right now. So this has been saving my family a lot of money because it helps stretch those meals, especially when the inflation is up pretty high and groceries are starting to become more and more expensive. It is helping us make the most out of the meals that we are cooking. So moving on to some more cookbooks that I have been using. I bought 3 cookbooks since Christmas and I've been using all of them. So I bought this for my birthday for myself, and it is called Soup Night Slapdashery by Rebecca Merkel. And this one is really good for all of us who have church potlucks. So there's kind of 2 sides to this cookbook. The first half is for really large family meals, and we're talking like if you're feeding 40, 50 people and you need one of those very large pots to use. But she also thankfully put in the back all the same recipes, but in regular size portions for, like, you know, a family of 4 to 6. And everything in here is soups, stews, chilies, those type of really homey type of meals that are really rich and good, but don't use a whole lot of ingredients. So this was definitely a good buy. It was around $15 on Amazon. So one of the things that I bought for myself, because I love vintage things, is the first Betty Crocker's Picture Cookbook, and this one is from the 50s. I absolutely love this cookbook. I haven't made a whole lot of the things inside yet, but I have had so much fun just reading the book and keeping it for my collection of cookbooks, because I do have a little collection of them and it's something that I really do like to keep. So there's all kinds of different recipes in here from the 1950s and 60s, and this was such a good buy. It was around $24 on Amazon, and I can't wait to start making some of the ones that are inside of this cookbook. So you guys know that I love my paint by numbers, and one of the things that I have been doing lately are 2 or 3 different paint by numbers all at the same time. I'm kind of rotating, and I wanted to get some nice pictures for springtime and summertime because the weather is changing, and I was getting rid of the fall and winter ones. And this one, it has actually been my favorite painting here, and this was under $10 and I framed it myself, so we bought the frame extra, but I painted this one last year and I finally got the frame for it, and I can't wait to get this one up. So if my mom is watching, please turn off the video right now because I'm going to show your Mother's Day gift. So for Mother's Day, I decided to do a paint by numbers for my mom because it is one of those things that you put a lot of time into, and because the image was so beautiful, I thought that she would really like this, and I think that it would go really well with her house and all the decor that she has. So I made this one for my mom. I'm almost finished with it. I've been working on it for the last about month or so, And I need to finish this little section down here, but this is what this one looks like here. It came pre-framed, which I really like because I didn't have to go out and buy another frame from Amazon, even though they're really cheap. The frames were only like $10 or something. But I believe this one is a 16 by 20, and the paint and the actual canvas quality was definitely the best one that I have used so far in the year that I've been using paint by numbers. So this one was a great buy. This one was a little bit more expensive because it came with the frame, but it was still under $20 when I bought it. So to stay in the theme of paint, one of the things that I got recently was new paint brushes because I have been doing more paint by numbers, and I bought 2 different sets of paint brushes. So I bought this first one that I really like, and they have all kinds of larger brushes for those bigger areas, and then I bought another one that has more fine tip type of brushes for those more intricate areas that are really small. With the paint by numbers, you will run into areas that are just so teeny tiny sometimes, and it does call for better paint brushes. So if you are doing a paint by numbers, I will put down below some links for Amazon, the paintbrushes that I use for them. These paint by numbers sets do come with paintbrushes, but they're really just terrible quality. So one of the things that I like to do is just use my own paintbrushes, and you can find them usually if you want to buy them at the store, go over to like the hobbyist area, and sometimes you'll find them over with the models and things like that when you need those really, really tiny paintbrushes. So for my birthday this year, my husband got me a Brothers sewing machine. I've been talking about it a little bit on Instagram. This is my first time with a sewing machine, so I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm very intimidated by it. All of you who use sewing machines, especially if you have a Brothers sewing machine like this one, let me know what you use as far as beginner type stuff. I could really use some beginner help with it. I've been trying to watch some YouTube videos and familiarize myself with this. However, I've never used a machine like this before, although I'm pretty well versed in all the crafty things in the world. Sewing machines are way out of my element, and I'm really one of the first ones on my mother's side of the family who uses one. I have an aunt who uses one, but because I don't live near her, I can't really have her help me with it. So let me know, do you have a sewing machine? Which one do you have, and how did you get started? So to go with my sewing machine, I of course had to buy all kinds of accessories and things, but one of the things I wanted to buy was a couple of books to help me with the basics. I really didn't even know how to turn the machine on. So I started watching a lot of the brother videos, and I started looking around on Amazon for how-to books, and I got 2 of them. And this one was the First Time Sewing, the Absolute Beginner's Guide, and this one was actually really cheap. And this one kind of has basic instructions of what the sewing machine is and what all the different parts are. And then it has several projects like tablecloths, and I believe that there's like a pillow and things like that. Just beginner projects to help get started. And this is the one that I'm going to start in when I start getting a little bit more familiar with it and I feel like I can do the projects. And then I got one more, and this one was the 1 Yard Wonders. And this one I thought was really neat because it came with a lot of things that I thought you really wouldn't find in a typical sewing book. And they actually came with pattern pieces, so I didn't actually have to buy the pattern pieces. It actually came with it, which I really liked. And then it has all different, this one doesn't really show you the setup of the machine like this one, but this one goes more in depth of things that you can make with just 1 yard of fabric. And I found that on Amazon, you can find 1 yard fabric pieces really affordable. So I don't have to actually go to like a Joann's or anything because we don't have one here locally. So me being able to order those type of supplies is really important. So this one, I'm going to start these projects after I finish these, but I still need to familiarize myself with this because loading it is one of the things that has been really complicated for me, I guess. I'm trying to figure out still how to get it hooked into this area right here. I don't know, it's been a little bit difficult for me. So if anybody out there can give me a little bit of advice, guidance, a video, please do. All right guys, that is all I have for this haul video. Let me know if you guys have any questions about anything. I might be able to answer it. And what have you guys been buying on Amazon recently that you guys have really enjoyed? If you guys want links to anything, it all should be in the description box. And I have a Amazon store where you guys can go and you can kind of shop around and look at all the things that I purchase. And I did not have any of this sent to me for free. I actually bought all of it. I'm just an Amazon affiliate, so if you guys make a purchase, then my family and I might get a small commission from that. So that is all I have for this video. I will see you in the next one, and have a great rest of your day.